Now it's your turn to try something. So we're gonna write a program that is called MaxTwo. So this program should ask the user for two integers. You can name them n1 and n2. So to read the numbers from the user input, you can use the nextInt from the scanner class. You can also use the system.in, but I don't suggest you to do that. Scanner is a wrapper class that makes the system.in a lot easier to use. So, and then write an if-else statement to print the greater of the two numbers. So pause the video here, try it on your own, then you can come back and then look at my solution. So let's do it together. So I'm going to create a new file and I'm going to save this as we'll call this max2.java. Okay, so our main method. So remember I said we could use the scanner class. So what I want to do is I want to import the scanner class from java.util.scanner. Here we go. All right, so what we want to do is we want to create an object scan, and we'll learn them later in a later chapter, but right now let's just use it like this: new scanner, and this will use, notice that it will use system.in library. All right, so I'm going to prompt the user first with print only. Then I'm going to say enter n1. Okay, then I'm going to assign that to an integer n1, and we should say scan dot next int. So read an integer. Then I'm going to copy and paste this so I can do the same thing for n2. And I have n2. So again, I like to run to make sure everything's okay before we continue. So I'm going to save this. I'm going to try to compile it just to see where we are so far. MaxTwo, Java, MaxTwo. Here you go. So enter n1, let's say 5. Enter n2, let's say 6. Looks good. Nothing happens because that's all we want to do. The program will do so far. So now we're going to create an if statement. If n1 is greater than n2 or equal to, because if equal to, they're the same cases, then we can say pl, then print n1, else pl n2. Now you can make it nicer. We can say n1, and here's what I want to do, is greater than n2. And you can just take the same thing and then reverse it for this case. So now n2 is greater than n1. Notice that we're ignoring the case that they're equal to each other, and that's all right. So you don't have to worry about that. So assume that they're not. So we have a problem here. We don't have n3, so let's fix this. And then since there's too much on my screen, I want to clear this. I want to recompile. Then I'm going to run again. So 5 and 6. Then we'll say 6 is greater than 5.